Hey everyone, it's Tuesday and I'm Lori and you're watching the Beaver Bunch. This week we have a fun little game, I guess, that we rank people from most likable to least likable from a story that's on our main page. I picked mine before I watched Jess's video, and I did watch your video, Jess, and I liked your reasoning, but it didn't waver me away from my original thoughts. So here we go. Most likable. I picked Greg. I don't think that Greg did anything wrong here. I think that, or I call him Greg. We're close. We're like this. His name's Gregory in the story. But for all we know, Abigail could have like seen him across the man-eating infested shark-eating whatever river, and like she could have seen him and fallen in love with him. He might have never met her before. We don't know this. For all we know, he doesn't love her back because he wasn't trying to cross the river or anything like that, or even help her to cross the river. Maybe he doesn't even know that she exists, and she's going all crazy psycho on him, like primal instinct, and just creeping around, you know, stalking him, or maybe using some binocs or something to spy on him because she's obsessed. And then for my number 2, I picked Ivan. Ivan was the guy that said, I'm not getting involved. But you know what? Apparently he's a friend of Abigail's, and he chose not to help her. So, and it didn't even talk about him like consoling her or being like, baby. Maybe he likes her. I don't know. It just sounds kind of selfish. Like, seriously, your friend comes to you, give her advice, help her out, something, do something. Like, even if you don't want to get involved in it, like, be a friend, be supportive somehow, have a presence. And then third, I picked Sluggo. And although Sluggo was violent, and I don't think that violence has any place in this world that we live in, I just had to put him above the other 2 that I selected as my bottom dwellers. I think that Sluggo might have been set up. I think that Abigail went to him like, boo-hoo, this guy wouldn't sleep with me or love me after I slept with someone else. Boo-hoo, she probably misrepresented him. Like, maybe she told him awful things about Gregory, and so that's why this guy beat his ass to a pulp. Like, I don't know, but maybe Sluggo is Abigail's brother, and maybe he takes personally an insult to his precious sister Abigail. You don't know. I don't know, but I think she probably knew that he had these tendencies if she purposely went to him seeking help after. I think Abigail might have manipulated the situation to get Gregory hurt because he hurt her, even though he might not have had the same feelings. She sought revenge through someone else, which to me is even lower because she couldn't take care of it. She wanted justice, or she wanted her feelings avenged, so she went to Sluggo, who is a sure shot to take her back and defend her every will, and possibly even set him up to be this, you know, clobbering maniac. So, I don't know. Brother, friend, someone who might be emotionally unstable, she probably knew it. If they were close, and she would tell him about how big of a slut she is, not slut, but how big of a, you know, mess up she made with sleeping with Sinbad to get to Gregory. You know, maybe she knew what she was doing there. So then I put Sinbad, because I think he's a giant douchebag for being like, I'll help you get to the one that you love as long as you sleep with me. Like, what a douchebag. That's awful. I think that that's terrible. Who would say that? And it's like, yeah, okay, you have a service that you're willing to provide, but I think that that's just not very likable. So I put him low, but not quite as low as our damsel in distress, poor innocent Abigail, who I think knew exactly what she was doing, but she crazy. I think she crazy. And you know what? I've dealt with girls like her. She just gets this idea about her and Gregory, and she is like going on a rampage to get what she wants. And it is just not going to happen, Abigail. You are not getting any sympathy from this girl. Okay? You're not. So I'm not siding with you. You are my least likable person in this story, because if all this wouldn't have happened if you had a realistic perspective on you and Gregory's relationship, or rather lack thereof, because you know what? He's not crossing the shark-infested waters for you. He's not. He's not. And you know what? I don't think that people like that, like Gregory, should be expected to. If it's not there, it's not there. And if you're trying to prove your love for someone, like, shoot an arrow over, like, with a message on it. Send a message in a bottle. Like, figure it out. Do it on your own accord. Like, make sure that he's into you before you do this stuff. I don't know. I think that she crazy. So I put her last. And that's it. That's all I got. So mine's a little bit different from Jess's, and I'm sure it'll be different than everyone else's. And I think I kind of see where this is going with the analysis of perhaps my character in deciding my sequence of characters. But tell me what yours is. Did anyone agree with me, like, 100% or close? Do we have one that switched one way or another? Let me know. Post video responses, and I will see you next Tuesday. I will probably be like 10 pounds heavier because of Thanksgiving dinner, and I hope that everyone enjoys the holiday in whichever way that you can, whether you're with your family or not. I hope that you enjoy the day, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Bye.